Okay. Mohammed Danish, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please unmute.
Yes, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible, but are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Sir, I am unable to screen sharing.
Great. Yeah, I have allowed it. Please turn your cam on.
Is my okay, sir. Is is my visible, sir?
It is loading now.
Hello.
Yeah, now it is visible.
My name is Good evening, everyone. My name is Group. Today I am going to present my doctor prototype. That was my first task. Here is agenda. First, why website is important. I will need website. Then I do my website demonstration. Then I'll
Okay, it looks like he is having some internet issue. So we'll start with Rakshit Kammara.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, very good evening. Please.
Good evening. Sir, is my screen visible, sir?
Yeah, it is visible. Danish, can you wait? We'll start your presentation after this one. Yeah, it is visible, Rakshitha.
Okay, sir. Good evening, everyone. Today's our topic is about identifying key components of an air quality monitor. And I am Rakshitha. I am an intern in Hackweather Limited. I am from Embedded Systems and IoT Group. At the end of this presentation, we can able to learn these are all these content. First of all, what is meant by air quality monitor, the evolution of the air quality monitors, and the key components used in air quality monitors, and the functions of the each component, advantages and the reference. Let's see each one by one. First of all, what is meant by air quality monitors? These are type of monitors which can able to read and senses the data from the environment. It can able to monitor the how much pure air is present in the environment and how much polluted air is present in the environment. Here it is a basic picture of the air quality monitor. It shows that the temperature and the environment was good. So the environment is not quite polluted. So these are it cannot avoid that person, but it can able to show us how much air was polluted. So we can able to take safety measures. And coming to the evolution of the air quality monitors, these air quality monitors was coming in 1940s, and here it is the scientist who can invented these air quality monitors, and his name is Robert Smith. And it started in the time of the war. We know that in the time of the war, the air got so much polluted. In that time, so many people has died due to this dangerous gases emission from the war. So he can able to start the work about air quality monitors. And coming to the main part in our presentation, that is nothing but components used in the air quality monitors. And the main components used in the air quality monitors are calibration devices, Arduino boards, gas sensors, LCD displays, and transformation module. Let's see each one by one. First of all, the function of the Arduino board. All we know that Arduino boards are nothing but we can able to create some softwares and we can able to control all the sensors, actuators, like small devices. We can able to turn off the some devices with the help of this Arduino board. Coming to the functionalities of this Arduino board, it has 14 digital pins. It has also analog pins. We can able to use it, depends upon our application. It has a transmitter and receiver LEDs. We can able to see what is transmitted to the computer and what is received from the computer using this transmitter and receiver LEDs, and the USB connectors and the power supply pins, microprocessor, voltage regulator pins for functions. Why we use this voltage regulator means we can able to connect those small devices like sensor, gas sensor, PIR motion sensors. These sensors requires very small voltage to function. If a very large voltage can enter into this, those devices can broken. So to avoid this, we can able to regulate that voltage. So for that purpose, we can use this voltage regulator pin in the Arduino board. And the programming of this Arduino board is quite easy. We can able to use the different types of programmings, like we can able to compute with C programming or Java or Python. It depends upon our interest, and it mainly follows one standard, that is nothing but IDE standard. With the help of this standard, we can able to program this Arduino board and we can able to maintain our applications. And another important component is gas sensors. These gas sensors can able to read the analog data like smoke, different types of gases, and it can able us to show that how much gas is present in the environment. If for this we have different types of gas sensors for different purpose. When the output voltage is low, it can able to show that green signal, and when the output voltage is very high compared to the reference one, it shows us red LEDs. Depends upon these LEDs, we can able to take some safety measures. Here are the different types of gas sensor we can able to see. Here it is the smoke gas sensor. Here it is the alcohol sensor that we are using in all alcohol sensing devices. And here it is the methane gas sensors. And here it is the LPG gas sensors. And different types of gas sensors that we can able to see here. Here it is the hydrogen types of gas sensors. Depends upon the application, we can use these gas sensors in the different types of devices. And coming to the another component, here it is the LCD display. For anything we want to show and we want to take some readings, we need some display. So we can use this LCD display. This LCD display is depends upon the three sub pixels, that is red, blue and green. These are called RGB pixels, and the pin configuration of the LCD displays can different from one devices to another devices. We can familiar that we can able to see these LCD devices in some home appliances also, like in our smartphones, our LEDs and the televisions, computer monitors and the instrumental panels. We can able to see these LCD displays in all these components. And finally, the final component is about calibration devices. These calibration devices, why we can use means for comparison purpose. Simply we know that we have some reference value. If our reading is more than the reference value, it shows the red light. And if the reference value, if the our output value is less than that, it can shows that red light. And coming to the configurations, these have three configurations mainly. It can depend, it working is depends upon these three configurations. That is, no significant error being noted on the devices under test, and the significant error being noted but no adjustment. That means we can't able to adjust our readings, and an adjustment mode to correct the error to an acceptable level. These are the three main configurations for any calibration devices. And coming to the benefits of the air quality monitors, and with the help of these air quality monitors, it can improve the air quality. It can protecting the public health, ensuring compliance with regulation. It can able to monitor the climate change and support research and development. These are some basic advantages due to this air quality monitors. Apart from this, we can able to see in our houses there are some patients who are suffering from asthma, and some sensitive persons like kids. They can easily affect from different types of poisonous gases. So by taking these air quality monitors, we can able to take some safety measures, so we can able to protect our family health also. And these are some references that I can follow for making this PPT. I hope this wikipedia.organization, it can help us a lot for making this one. And these are some basic question and answers regarding to this PPT. And finally, to conclude that these air quality monitors, it doesn't reduce that air pollution, but it can enable us to show how much air is polluted, how much air is fresh air, so that we can take some safety measures and we can protect our family health also. And it can able to reduce that contamination problems in our surroundings, and compiling with the atmospheric air protection legislation. And due to this air pollution, our climate also depends upon this air pollution. Our climate also changes due to this air pollution, so we can able to avoid this air pollution by taking these air quality monitors. And thank you for paying your valuable attention, guys. And for any queries, please contact my email kammara@gmail.com. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So I hope you are able to hear me, Rakshitha. Hello, are you able to hear me? Oh, wait, you are muted. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just wanted to have a confirmation. See,
Okay, sir.
your presentation was good, I would say, but try not to read it directly from the slide. Reduce the amount of text that you have in your slide and
Okay,
increase the number of slides that you have, so that not a lot of things are not clumped up together in actually one slide. Okay, try
okay, sir.
doing that. And see, you had patterns in your presentation, the background patterns like a wire or a circuit pattern. That it
Yes,
is
sir.
good thing, but it is also bad thing, that it becomes quite distracting. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
always try to have a plain background for a PPT, and when you have images, try to align them perfectly, so that it is quite visible. And when you are explaining, don't end with "thank you for listening." Okay,
Okay,
have
okay,
some
sir.
kind of confidence when you say "thank you for listening." It look like you are grateful that we have stayed here to listen. Don't say that. You are here to tell us about something. Okay, and it
Okay,
is
sir.
important for us to hear that. It will be useful for us, so you don't have to be thankful. Try to have some other ways to end the presentation. That
Okay,
is, you
sir.
can simply conclude something, and have your
Okay,
thank you slide only for your contact information. Instead of saying thank you, you can simply say, if you have any other questions, you can contact me through this email address or whatever information you have provided.
okay, sir.
So it looks quite more professional. And if you have references, include them before thank you slide, I would say. Okay, and
Okay, sir.
conclusion is good, but I think it can be more better. It can be much improved. Okay,
Okay, sir. I can
other
improve
than that,
myself, sir.
yeah, other than that, it was good.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, okay, Rakshitha. Thank you. Can you just confirm the title? Is it air quality component of air quality monitor?
Yes, sir. Key components of air quality monitors.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, then.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. So there is one person asking me a question in the chat. So Manideep Reddy, you have to wait till our presentation on over. After that, I will let you unmute and then you can ask me the question. And Saurabh, are you in the meet? I think he is connected with that. So if there are less people, no issue. After presentation are over, I will send some people to you. And other than that, we'll see.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. After the presentation are you over from your side, you can just let me know. Okay. If there are some people left, I can send them, or you can join the main meeting.
Actually, yeah, so I wanted to say ki, since here only 4 people are present for presentation, and actually no one actually joined my presentation. As I
So
can
there may
see,
be only less people, right?
yeah, exactly. As there are no more people, so I'll end my meeting then.
Yeah, you can just stay in this meeting. Okay.
Okay.
And if number of people increase, then at 8 p.m. you can start again. I will send them to your meeting. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
If no one is there by 8 p.m., you can just end your session, or you can also leave if you want.
Okay, will do. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then Mohammed Danish. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please start with the presentation.
Is my screen visible, sir?
Yeah, it is visible.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mohammed Danish, and I am from Web Developer Group. Today, I am going to present my doctor website prototype. That was my first project, first task, and last task also, because this task was assigned me 2 times. I don't know how. So here is the agenda of today
Hello,
presentation.
Danish. Wait.
First, we
Wait.
yes, sir. Yes,
Wait.
sir.
So are you saying that it is again you got this presentation again?
No, no, sir. Presentation is first time, but task is given by 2 times.
So you have to give a presentation and then let them know that your task is complete, the presentation is complete, then you will not be assigned same task again. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So
So start with your intro.
here
Again.
is the today.
Hello. Start with your
Okay,
intro.
sir.
Again. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mohammed Danis, and I am from Web Developer Group. Today, I am going to present Doctor website prototype. Here is agenda. First, we will see why website is important, why we made website. Then I'll show my website. Then I'll show technology stack used in my website, and then I'll teach, or I will show how these technology are important for my website. Then my learning through this project, and at the end we will see conclusion. So let's start it. So for know why website is important, I can I made two hypothetical scenario. One is without website and other is with website. So first is without a doctor search website. Let's suppose Emma is a girl who is experiencing who has been experiencing some health issue. She knows that she need to see a doctor but doesn't have a lot of free time to spend researching and calling various clinic to find the right one. Emma spends over searching through phones, book, online directories, and asking friend and family for recommendation. She makes a list of potential doctor, but it's difficult to compare and choose between them. Emma start calling each doctor on her list and ask about their availability, insurance acceptance, and qualifications. She spend a lot of time on hold and leaving message, and it's frustrating when some doctor return her don't pick her calls. Eventually, Emma finds a doctor who meets her needs, but it took a lot of time and effort to get there. So here we see that we have seen that we can do work without website. But if we did this work with website, what will be the scenario? Same, uh, we must just enter. She will go a doctor search website and enter her location and category of doctor such as a general practitioner or a specialist. She can also filter her search result based on their gender, insurance, and availability, uh, and extra. The website generate a list of doctors who match Emma search criteria along with information such as their name, specialty, location, rating, review from previous parents. Emma can read more about each doctor and their qualification, view their availability, and schedule an appointment online, or contact them directly with any questions. Once Emma has chosen a doctor, she can leave a review to help other patients in the future. So here I have tried tried to here I have tried why website is important by making two hypothetical scenario that we can do work without website, but it will be very difficult as compared to with website. That in the process of with website, very much very less people is required, but without website, lot of people is required. So here is my website demonstration that here is my landing page, and we have to select category and select location. Then we will search, and it will show doctor in that area with that category. And here is my demonstration that we have general physician as a category and select a location Jabalpur. If we search, then it is showing us result. There are 5 doctor with this category and in these locations. We can also search other category in other location at other location. These are the technology used in this to making this website. Figma to make design prototype of this website. Here is my design prototype. I took this website as a reference to make this one, my one. And HTML, CSS, converting that design into real front end. MySQL to make a database, and PHP for writing backend query for database. jQuery to connect front end to backend. And also I use web host to host my website. Now, why these technology, how these technology contribute to my website? HTML, I using HTML, I create a skeleton of my website, and all the text which are written on my website are using HTML. And CSS made my website, uh, designed my website, made my website looking beautiful. And by using CSS, I made my website responsive. As you can all see, my website is fully responsive, and responsive means that it can adjust its size with display. You can see it is fully responsive. By by J by jQuery uh, by jQuery we can provide functionality to our website, enabling us to create dynamic user experience and streaming common tasks. PHP server-side scripting language. That's by using uh, in our website we use PHP to write backend and to connect database to backend, to connect database to for searching query, make so for making query. And here is MySQL is a database, and in our database I create many hypothetical doctor data, their image, category, and address information. So together, these technology provide a powerful toolkit for building sophisticated engaging website that deliver a great user experience and meet the needs of your target audience. What I learned from this website, that I had learned basic of all the technology used in this website like HTML, CSS, jQuery, backend, front end. I learned how could we host a website, how could we create database and accesses using PHP, how could we make a design in Figma, how a actual website work like front end, back end, database, etc. Conclusion: working this working this website was a great experience which helped me lot to learn something new, learned many things which can't be learned using tutorials, which can only be learned using some project like this one. Create a confidence in me, create a confidence in me that I can also make a website. And if you have any question, then you can ask, please. Here is all the references used in this slide to making this slide. And thank you.
Okay, Danish. So I hope I am audible. So
Yes, sir.
see, your start was good. Can you go to your first slide?
Yes, sir.
See, you have topic name, the doctor website prototype. See, add the topic name,
Yes,
that is doctor search website, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm the title. Because while scoring, it is important that we get the title right. Okay, so just wanted to confirm that. Other than that, see, your start was good. The hook was actually good, but it can be more improved. There was a flow was lacking. Okay, try practicing more so that a flow is there.
Yes.
And other than that, see, the story was good. Okay,
Yes, sir.
but you failed during your
Yes.
actual presentation. The way you have created the presentation, is not going along with how you are trying to give your presentation. Your story was good, but you have a lot of text. Go in a third slide.
Yes, sir.
See, there is lots and lot of
Sir, yes,
text.
that's
Okay. And I can simply read it, whatever
Yes,
you
sir.
have written it. You don't have to read the slide. So, but it is actually your entire story. So you have to read it because you have written it and this is your story, right? So to
Yes, sir.
not have something like that, you can try to include diagrams or some kind of flow chart or something like, a demographic, so that we can actually follow it,
Yes, sir.
that diagram, and you can explain via the diagram instead of writing entire 3-4 paragraph in one slide. Okay. And
Yes, sir.
also try to use entire space that you have as much as possible. I can see there is a design at the left side and then there is white
Yes, sir.
space. It is taking lot of space and it is making your text lot like, it is making it look like there is lot of text. It is there is problem with the
Yes,
visibility.
sir.
Okay. So improve the visibility, and other than that, when you are coming to the technical aspect of your project, I would say you did explain everything, but it was not quite in depth. When I say in depth, in
Yes.
your, say you have a story going on, right? So Emma has some kind of problem and she was able to solve that problem statement. Okay. But it was not going along your entire, the text stack explanation was not going along with your story. You can always, when you have a project, so what is a project? Okay. When you have a project, you start somewhere, you end somewhere. You start with a problem statement and with a problem statement. Okay. And then in the conclusion, you list
Yes,
out
sir.
what are the things you have done, what are the limitations, and what are the things that can be done. Okay. So that timeline was missing. You did explain the components, but it was not quite in depth and it was not quite making sense of what is actually going on, what your actual process of development was. Okay. And if you have your
Yes, yes, sir.
explanation like that, it will also go along with your story, actual story. Okay. And for the references, when you are giving the reference and when you are including a design, say a Figma design, make sure that you are giving a proper credit to the original design, and then you are including in your reference. And when you have a reference, make sure you are actually explaining what the references are. So if I go to that reference, what I can expect, that is what I want from the reference. And again, instead of thank you, you don't have to say the thank you. You can just simply say, I'm concluding this presentation. This is my contact information, and these are the references. You can get this, whatever the references are, and then be done with your presentation. But include the thank you. It is important. Okay, or the end slide.
Yes.
So you don't have to say it out loud. And other than that, I believe you don't have Q&A slide. So include the
No,
Q&A
sir.
slide. Include it. It has marks, so you will get marks on that. Other than that, I would say your presentation was really well done. Okay, there was a proper story to follow. You did explain the components and important components, what their work is actually in your project, but I believe it can be more improved. Okay, so work on that part. Other than that, this is a
Okay.
really great presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, so we'll move on to Prasenji Samantha. Yeah, Danish, you can stop the presentation. Yeah, Prasenjit. Hello, Prasenjit Samantha. Okay, Mahendra.
Hello, sir. Am I visible?
Yeah, you are visible. You can.
Okay. Good morning. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mahendra Jangid. I am from Cyber Security Group. My today's presentation is based on man in the middle using ARPSpoof. Sir, I will share my screen now.
Yeah, sure.
Man in the middle means the person which contacts two person at a time without knowing them is what our attack it is. Like if you want to buy something, then there will be a middleman because the thing is not available on market, but it is available second hand. and you want it. So the person is like a commission person. You won't know it, but it will take a part of your information. In this attack, it's basically a LAN attack. What people do, they will just change your MAC addresses, copy your MAC, duplicate it, your MAC addresses from the same machine, connecting your same switch or connected to the same router. This cannot be content out of that. They have to be connected to the same router or same switch, either one of them. ARP means address resolution protocol. ARP means particular protocols that are given or addresses that are given to specific machines, or you can say in a small quantity of addresses. You can say when you are connected to your home router, the default address will be 192.168.0.1 or 1.1. So the machines will change if somebody else connect to the router, it will just give a different number like 101. It will add, instead of 1, it will add 101. And if connects another 102. That's what it is. And that's why it's only 50-bit physical MAC address and 32-bit logical addresses. Next, these ARP attacks are used to sniff data from target machine to server machine. Like these are three. This is a target machine. This is a server. So you will be the middleman without knowing them each other. They don't know that you are in the middleman, but you will get their information on everything you say. Hey, these are the tools. ARPSpoof. ARPSpoof usually used to copy the MAC address. This is a command used to copy that. Dsniff. It's actually copies TCP and open ports, which helps them. And MAC and TCP kill. TCP actually used to transfer protocols. The files now, which files you are sharing online, it will copy. Mail snuff, it will copy mails. URL, it will copy websites and URLs for website. Web spy, it will spy what web you are doing and what you are doing. SSM, and SSM is mostly used for, as everybody knows, SSM is a security protocol which are mostly used for virtual machines. So it will use VM and web MDM. Sniff tool, as I told you, it's already used to collect data from server to target and within the person that will count out. This is like this. You are here, you are with the target, and here's the server from which you will receive data. And then the attacker will switch this connect to the switch, then it will copy the MAC addresses. It will copy the MAC address of A to this machine. So the data will be transferred from switch to attacker, then attacker to switch, then to back to allies. That's what it does. And then, sir, I will show you the presentation now. Practical. Sir, there is an issue with the practical actually. The practical doesn't work on virtual machines, and I don't have any other machines that is connected to my switch, so I will try my best. I'm running my virtual machine on. I will share the screen. I will just share my virtual machine. Actually, I will just share my own screen. Sir, is my virtual machine visible?
Yeah, it is visible.
Yeah, I will just log in. It's taking some time actually. When I will go to sudo, it's like an administrator in Windows. I have to pass for that. Okay, I will use this ARP. This is the command. Admins interact. Ethernet means this is the LAN port used for ET0, like Wi-Fi. Ethernet 0 connected to my machine. This is my Wi-Fi router's address, and this is my machine's address actually, as we can check. Just a second. Here it is my address. This machine's address, and this is my router's address. And it is a dynamic physical address AE. So first, I will just run this command. It starts sending packets data to the machine. Then I will open another terminal. Then I have to reverse this process.
Okay, I believe he is having some internet issue. So we'll wait for some time, and then if he joins back, because he is doing a demonstration. So if he joins back, we will continue with him. Else, yeah, man.
So that was the issue actually. When you use virtual machine, that was when I connect to my router now through this.
Okay.
It disconnects the internet.
Okay, okay, I got it.
That's why I was doing this practical. And here I use my router first. Here is the router IP address. Then this is my machine's IP address.
Okay.
In the second terminal, we do the opposite. We put machine's IP address first, then router, so that it sends the data again to this machine. First, machine to router, it copies data. Then in second terminal, from router to machine, copies the data. And in third command, actually, I have to, that's why I got again connected, because I forwarded my data. In this command, what happens? Only one way data goes. First command. So in this, if I cancel this, if I convert this echo to 0, it will again disconnect. So here, now I will use dsniff to copy that data. But as it's virtual machine, I don't think dsniff works on this. There's the main issue here. Okay, I need sudo permission. Here this, I will save this file. I will change the file name actually, but it never saves the file or not does anything. It just saves a blank file. Here it is listening. Now I will open my Wireshark to see the connection that is been duplicated, and it will show.
Mahendra, you are not sharing the screen actually.
Okay, okay, sorry, sir. Now is it visible? Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, now it is visible.
Yeah, this is Wireshark. This is my Wireshark. It will show the interrupted connections on the targeted machine. We will use the ARP filter as we are using ARPSpoof. So let me search something. So it will. That's actually, sir, the problem is here. Sometimes it says here duplicated data next to the IP address. But this time it's not showing. That's what it, in 10 out of 1 time it shows, and 9 times it doesn't show duplicate data. IP duplicated shows. Maybe I can see it in my command promote if I use this. Here it is, sir. You can see that 2 machines have same data, same MAC addresses, but IP addresses are changed. D7, D7, 0800271C, E6, D7. IP address has been copied, but the data is not going through it Wireshark because it's considered a single machine. Sometimes it's considered different machine and sometimes it's considered single machine. Yeah, that's it from my side. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you show me your PPT?
yes, sir.
Okay. So can you go to last slide? Yeah. So see, questions are there, but try to include some references. Okay. And try to have a proper conclusion. See, the thing is, you explain things really well. Okay.
Yes.
You have a good way of explaining, and but the problem is, you you are not able to create a story out of it. Okay, and story
Okay.
is important. So let me tell you why story is important. Say when you are working as a cybersecurity analyst or in cybersecurity domain, most of the time when you are explaining something, you are probably explaining to your clients. Okay,
Yes.
so your clients need not to be a cybersecurity specialist. He may not know any technical aspect. So if you have some scenario, okay, when you can build a scenario and explain it like that, you will be able to understand it. So when you are giving your presentation, the most simple way is try to give a scenario at the start, and then you can deep dive in your technical aspect. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
And at
I
the
will try
end,
to improve
after
that.
the demo is done, make sure you come back to the conclusion. Okay.
Sure, sir. Here is the conclusion, sir.
Yeah, okay. See, your explanation is good. That is why it doesn't really feel we need it actually. Okay, but
Okay.
when you have a proper a story or build up and a conclusion, it becomes a complete presentation. It is good when you say you're when you are looking at your presentation skills. So these are good. So you need to work on that.
Sure, sir. I will try to improve.
Yeah. So simply, I would say try to make a scenario-based presentation. No need to have a proper, really deep story-based presentation. Just
Sure,
give a
sir.
simple scenario of like why mine in the middle. Then it will become really good presentation.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And other than that, when you have some issues with the demonstration, it is okay. You can simply include the a pre-recorded video or just simple screenshots. It is understandable.
Okay, sir.
Because cyber
Even I
security.
can, if you, I can share the data today in the when I tried in afternoon, sir. It show it right to the IP address. It says the IP has been duplicated. Even in here, it is showing that the MAC address has been copied, but it's not showing in this Wireshark.
Okay.
Here you can say IPs are different, but MAC addresses has been copied. Here it is.
Yeah. See, you can simply have a screenshot. Okay, no issues.
Sure, sure.
You can just say that you are having this issue. That is why you are just giving the screenshot. It is okay because it is understandable when you have cybersecurity type presentation. They are long and they are hard to do live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, but again, I would say it was good.
Yeah.
Even if there was problem, you were able to complete it really well.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so we'll move on then. Man, thank you for presentation. You can stop the screen now.
Sure, sir.
Prasenjit Samanta. Hello, Prasenjit. Okay, then Aditya.
Yes, sir. You can share.
Yeah, start with it.
Yes.
Or turn your camera on first.
Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
So good evening everyone. Myself Aditya, and today I will be explaining real time stock market data application. So as you can see on the screen, this is a content that I will be explaining you. So let's move on to the stock market. So the stock market is platform where the publicly traded companies list their shares for investors to buy and sell. When you buy a shares of a company's stock, you own a small part of that company and can potentially earn returns on your investment through dividends or by selling the shares at a higher price than you paid for them. The price of stock is determined by supply and demand for for it in the market, as well as by factors such as company financial performance, industry trends, and overall economic condition. So the investing in the stock market carries a risk, but it can also offer opportunity for growth and wealth building over the long term. So before investing, you should have proper knowledge like where to invest, when to buy stock. So for that, there are many applications that gives proper stock information by using API. So the next topic is the API. So I want to explain what is the API. So an API, API stands for Application Program Interface. So basically, it is a set of defined rules that enables different applications to communicate with each other. It acts as an intermediary layer that process data transfer between systems, letting companies open their application data and functionality to external third-party developers, business partners, and internal departments within their company. So as you can see on the screen, so this is how API architecture look like. This architecture web application wants to produce data by using API. So first web application will send the request to API. Then API will start extracting data from the database by using web service and uh, sorry for interrupt and the data sent back to the web application in the form of response. So I hope you understood very well. So the next topic is stock market web application. So the real time web application is a website or web based software that provides up to date information about the stock market in the real time. So these types of web application allows users to monitor and analyze the performance of stock, view charts and graphs, and make informed investment decisions based on latest market trends. So for better understanding, I have made one application that shows the graph of particular stock. Uh, so I'll move you to the web application for demonstration. So it, so as you can see on the screen, this is the graph of particular stock, and so I have made this web application by using Alpha uh, Alpha Vantage API. So I was requested to use uh, Alpha Vantage API. That's why I use this. I selected this API service. So to use API, you will need two things. First is URL of a particular stock and the key that will be provided by the API. So to get a key, you just have to go to the API Alpha Vantage API. Then enter the credential over here, and you will get the key. So after getting key, so for to get the URL of API, you have to go to the documentation of this API, this website, and and that documentation, you can see the daily adjusted APIs. So just tab over here, and here you can see the different types of URL. Like there are many companies. Uh, it provides the URL of API. So basically, these all are same, but only the symbol name is basically the name of a particular stock. Only this is changed, but otherwise all are same URL. So in the place of this demo, you have to paste that link that we have got from the previous step. So once you got the two things, that is key and URL, so you are good to fetch the API. So I move you to the code. So for that, I use the React. So as a React is a component based, the as a React provides component feature. So I use the class based component in this application. So here you can see the class based component. And first of all, I use the constructor. Basically, the constructor is used to create a object. So I created the state object, and this state object I created the two arrays for x and value, because we have to create plot. Sorry for interruption. So because we have to plot the graph, so we need two values: x value for x coordinate and y value for y coordinate. So that's why we have assigned the two arrays. And also, I'm not going to tell you the whole code. Just I'm just giving the idea how to fetch how I fetch the API. I fetch the data from the using API, and I have made the function. In the function, I assign a variable with the URL and the key, and use the function fetch function to fetch the data from the API. So in the fetch function, I passing the argument, that is API call. Basically, it is URL, and you will get the data in the form of JSON. So this function, as you can see, this function is returning the JSON format data in the form of JSON. So if you know JavaScript, you probably know the this line console.log. So we basically we are printing the data in a console type. So that I will show you the console. You can see here on the screen. The data has been printed. So the stock name is IBM, and this is so, and this data. So time series daily, it is an object. Basically, it is a dictionary in which in which there are many dictionaries, uh, uh, it has open value, high value, low value. So by using this value, we will create the plot. We will create the graph. So after getting the data, so you need two value, x and y. So for that, I used for loop in this dictionary. You can see here I use for loop in this dictionary, basically where variable key in data, like in dictionary time series daily, and just put it the value in x in x array and in y array to plot the to plot graph of stock. So once you got x and y value, then the another task to plot the graph. So I used the this module, this like the React products provide one module, that is a plot ly.js. You can see I have imported the plot. I have imported the module React plotter module. Basically for that, uh, I used plot ly documentation. So also I want to show you that documentation. So this document, as you can see here the plot code. if you want to plot a graph, you just need two things: x coordinate and y coordinate. Basically, these two values. Uh, Basically, we have these two values. Uh, so by using that value, I just have plotted the graph. So yes, you can see. So this is how I use the API, and by using API, I present the data over my application. So I'm, I'm back to the PPT. So part is over. So I'll move to the conclusion. Uh, so the conclusion, in simple terms, the API is a set of rules, protocol, and tools that allows the different software application to communicate with each other. APIs enable software developer to integrate various function and service from different providers into their own application without having to create those function and services from scratch. They are essential component of modern software development, allowing developers to create more efficient and powerful application that can leverage the capabilities of other software and system. So next is, these are the references that I have used to make this application. And yes, then anyone of you having any questions, so they can ask freely. Yes, sir. So I'm done with my presentation.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, Aditya. Are you done with your presentation? Hello, Aditya.
Yes, sir. I'm done with my presentation.
Okay. See, the presentation was good, but I think it can be more in depth. Okay. So try to do more story type presentation. As I said, you can always give a scenario of to build up a story. And other than that, can you show me your the plotly chart that you have created?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So is it how fast is it? It is. Can you refresh the page?
It takes some time, sir. Yes.
No, it is okay. Okay. Yeah. So are you using which API?
So Alpha Vantage API, because I was requested to use that.
So your task was to fetch the API and show the chart in React, right?
So I like show means fetch the API and whatever data you have got from API, just show on your application.
Okay, got it. Can you tell me the name of your task?
So that's basically stock real-time stock market data web application.
Real-time stock market data web application in is it created in React is also there?
Yes, sir.
Or
Yes,
you
sir.
have
There were.
okay. Okay,
Yes,
no
sir.
issue, no issue. Okay.
Wait, sir. Basically, wait, sir. I want to make sure that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, my task was to project. The name is project synopsis, and I want I have to create the web stock real time stock stock market data web application. But the task name was project synopsis. I
can you cross
yes,
check again? Show me the task
yes,
email.
sir. Wait, sir. Let me show you the task email. Yes, sir. I think that's some task. Task allotted. That's not. Yes, sir. Yes. Project name real-time stock market data availability and task name overview of project synopsis.
Okay, no issue then.
Able to see?
Yeah,
Yes,
okay. We'll send you score for overview of project synopsis. Okay. Yeah.
Hello. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Aditya. All the new interns who are having some issue with the email or not receiving the task, just wait. After the presentation are done, we will have the general discussion session. Then I will like look into the issue. Okay. So next is Prasenjit Samantha. Are you going to give presentation or else we can stop? Okay. Then Vivek Yadav. And by the time who have not received task, you can send your email in the chat box.
So I am hello sir, good evening.
Yeah.
So I am a new joinee and I didn't have got the task and the Trello like communication for that.
See, we are taking presentation right now. Okay. I will call your name when the general discussions are going on.
Okay, so sure.
Yeah. Okay. Then is there anyone else left for the presentation? Prasenjit Samantha, I'm giving you one more chance, else we'll move on to the general discussion. Okay then. So if you have any general discussion, you can raise your hand. I will call your name. You can let me know your query. Raise your hand. All the people who are not receiving a task or something like that, raise your hand. See, raise your hand and we will talk to you. Okay, then Sarthik Bhargav.
सर आई वांट टू आस्क मतलब ये मेरे को ये पता कि सर ऐसे अपन को सर वो टास्क ऐसे कोई भी ऐसे वो अपन को मिलेगा कैसे मतलब अपन को मेल के थ्रू मिलेगा मतलब प्रोसेसर कैसा है उसका
तुम न्यू ज्वाइन हो?
यस सर yesterday I joined but some part I missed yesterday meeting.
See, okay, so to all the new interns who have joined, see, I hope you are comfortable in Hindi everyone. So देखो जब तुम ज्वाइन करोगे तो आज के दिन तुमको एक ऑटोमेटेड मेल जाना चाहिए था विद योर फर्स्ट टास्क वॉट एवर डोमेन यू आर फ्रॉम. ओके, so after that you will do that task and you have to complete it with the by the deadline. Okay, and after the deadline is over you have to schedule for the presentation or whenever your task is done. If you have not
Okay.
received the task, that means the automated mail has not been sent. We will get your email and send it to you manually.
Okay.
Okay. So if you have not
Sir,
received the task, share your email in the chat.
sir, one thing also I have to ask, in which software we have to perform this or which application
See,
or which
this is
website?
a fundamental task. Okay. So in the fundamental task and during the probation period itself. So unless and until you are a paid intern or a full-time intern with us, like a proper paid intern, we will only provide you with the tasks that are like fundamental tasks that are references that have references or a task that are easy to do, so that you can build up some experience with what kind of project actually going on. And
No,
based
sir.
on your performance, we will give you paid internship.
My question is that like for web development, while we are creating a web, we use Visual Code. So sir, for submitting that task, which website we use to submit that task?
Okay, submission.
What is the
So
way to submit?
after your presentation is done, after your task is done, you can push the code in the GitHub. In your account,
Okay.
you have to create a public repository, and then you can
Okay.
name it Hackveda and then the name of task. Okay. Then
So sir,
Hackveda
we
dash
made it.
name of task, and then you can
Sir,
share that link in the technical chat.
okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And as for the language that you will be working on, it is subjective to the whatever your task is. Okay, so you may get to work on React or PHP, but if there is change of language, we will give you time to learn, or we will give some references so that you can learn on your own. But they will be
Sir,
simple. Okay, there is no need to have in-depth knowledge on it.
sir, last thing I have to ask, one last question. Sir, I have taken 2 courses, cybersecurity and web development. So, sir, if I get some time between these two courses projects, you can provide me a time like this week I get web development, so I give another week for cybersecurity.
No. The thing is, I'm not sure if you can do 2 internship at the same time. I think the proper procedure is that you have to do one first and then you can carry on the other one second. Okay. So you have to talk
Okay,
to
sir.
Mr. Devanshu Shukla. So when you go on hackweather.in website, you will get a
Okay.
number. When you scroll down, you will get you see a number. I believe that is starting from 84 or starting from 8. So you can just message on that number on WhatsApp and let them know that you have to present internship, what you can do.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Let you know. Okay. And other than that, whatever your main presentation is, you will receive email for that or task for that.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. So please share your email in the chat. Okay. Then Vivek Yadav.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yeah. Turn your camera on first.
So just a minute, sir. I was. I think there is some issue with camera. I am not unable to open it.
See, turning on camera and mic is a must. Okay.
Sir, just a minute. Sir. I am
Because
checking.
so that sir can
Yeah,
bring
sir.
meeting later on.
Yeah, just a minute. I think.
So you can fix your cam. I will come back to you for now. Chandrani Mondal. Yeah. What is your query?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sir, I'm also same
Turn
problem
your
I
cam
have.
on.
Hello.
Turn your cam on.
Okay, sir. Sir, I have also same problem, sir.
Have
I
you
have
not
not
received the
received any
task?
mail.
So have you posted your email in the chat?
Yes, sir. I already sent it.
It is Munaria 366, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, we'll send you a task by tomorrow or by day after tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
then Rajvardhan Ghorpade.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, very
Sir,
good.
today you are going to schedule meeting for us for 1 May batch.
What meeting I have to schedule for you?
7 to 9. So you are going to allocate project to us.
See, you will receive the project by email. Whatever email you have registered, you will
Yes, sir.
receive it by the email. Okay. So in
Sir.
your email, you will get the task, you will get the reference if there are any. Else, you have to do some research on your own and then submit it in the technical chat, prepare a presentation, present it in the meeting.
Okay, sir. What about Trello app, sir? How to handle it?
See, Trello, we are going to stop using Trello from next month or this month onward. Okay.
Okay.
So most of the resources that we have, if there are any resources on the Trello, only then we will give you link for the Trello. Other than that, we are looking for some other way of communication that is better than Trello. Okay, because I believe a lot of people are having miscommunication. A lot of people are not getting information correctly on the Trello. So we are going to stop using that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, if there are any updates, you will receive it in the email. So make sure that you are checking your email each and every day.
Yes, sir.
And you will receive your attendance email. Make sure you are getting that. And if you don't receive your attendance email, you can use the previous attendance email that you have received. There will be link for attendance. You can give your attendance for that day. And make sure to tell us in the technical chat that you have not received attendance for that day.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You will receive attendance by 5 p.m. and let us know in the chat after 5 p.m. if you are not received it. Then is there anyone else for the general query? Because I can't see any other response. Yeah, Vivek.
So like I was asking, like I have joined the internship yesterday.
Yeah.
And like how to communicate, like I didn't receive an email for the project allocation, and also like for communication purpose also, and attendance sheet also.
See, your attendance email, you will receive it every day. Okay. And for
Yes.
the task, you will receive, start receiving your attendance after the task is submitted. Okay.
Okay,
You
sir.
will receive your task by tomorrow or day after tomorrow for sure. Okay. There may be some issue with the backend system, or we will like just manually allocate the task to you. You will receive the task in your email itself. And if you want to communicate with it, you can directly go to technical chat and post your queries there between 10 to 6, and they will forward you to your respective team leader if it is needed. Like they can't solve your issue, then they will forward you. Okay.
Okay, sure.
And other than that, for Trello, we are going to stop using Trello for now. Okay. And if it is needed, we will give you the link for it. You can certainly use it if it is needed only, because there is some miscommunication. As you can see yesterday also, some people were not getting information correctly. So we are going to use much better communication system, like other software we are looking for, so that there is no miscommunication between interns. For now,
Okay,
you
sir.
can only contact us through the technical chat.
Yes.
Yeah. So is there anyone else for the presentation or for the general queries? No, then I have noted down all the emails that are there. And okay, so emails that I have received are Chandrani Mondal and Vivek Yadav and Rajvardhan Gorpode, Sarthik Bhargav. Okay, that's it. And I believe there is Supraja and Y Vinutha. Yeah. So these people, you will get your task by tomorrow, and if not, then day after tomorrow for sure. But if you don't receive your task day after tomorrow, then let me know in the meeting that you have not received it. We will get it solved as soon as possible. Okay, so if there are no meeting and no general discussion, then we can conclude this meeting. You guys can again join tomorrow 7 to 9. This is the daily Scrum meeting that is happening. We will forward any important information if we have at the 7 p.m. So make sure you are joining at the 7 p.m. Staying here for like 10-15 minutes, get your information, whatever it is. And then you are free to leave if you want. If you, it is understandable, but that you have some other work to do, you can certainly go there. But you have to understand, you are doing an internship here, and make sure that you are giving some time here. Manni Devi Reddy. Yeah, you had some issue, right? Manni Devi. Manni Deep, sorry, Manni Deep Reddy. I can see your message in the chat. Yeah, hello. Okay, then we can conclude this meeting here. You guys can just follow your daily routine. That is, from tomorrow, you will receive your attendance email, and if not, then day after tomorrow, you will certainly receive it. And then you can just start doing your task. After the task is done, make sure that you give your presentation, get the score, and after 2 months, you can get the probationary result. If you are scoring good and your tasks are doing on the in the deadline, you will get scores out of 110. You have to score 80% or more. and if possible we may give you like release your probation period certificate, even if it is 75% or 70% in the rare cases. So make sure you are giving your best, and other than that, if you give your best, you will certainly get offer for the paid internship where you can actually start working on the actual client side project instead of continuing on the fundamental task. So Manideep Reddy, you have shared your email. Can you just turn off your mic to let me know what the issue is? Are you also not getting the first task? Okay, then I will assume that you are not getting the first task. So we will stop here for the day. You guys can certainly reach out to us in the technical chat between 10 to 6 p.m. 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the morning time. Okay, so thank you for joining. Join tomorrow again. In the early 10 minutes, we give out any news if there is any changes. You can have your information corrected, and then you can leave if you want. And if you have presentation, stay. And if you can also join the other meetings that are happening in parallel, that is conducted by Saurabh and Akash, the one who conducted your welcome meeting. You guys can also join their meeting and give your presentations. The presentation timing are again Tuesday to Friday 7 to 9, and then your daily task or whatever the work is you have to do from Monday to Saturday. Okay, and again, I would like to say timings are flexible. It is up to you how you are able to conduct it. But again, try to do some amount of task every day so that you can give some kind of progress and get your job done in the deadline. Okay, so thank you for joining. We will end it here.